Did you watch my last video and realize that you have burnout or that you just need a break? Now, some people will probably say to you that just take a break. No, there are steps that you need to take so that you are able to take that break. So when you come back, your supporters are still there. So let me sit down and let me explain some of the things you need to do. Guys, if you don't know who I am Love Kid. I am a streamer across mostly on Twitch, but I've been messing around with streaming over on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, etc. Because if I'm going to give you information, I want to be able to give you information on that has like a gaming streaming platform. With that being said, this video is going to be about the steps that you need to take to go on break or vacation and to come back from break and vacation. So a couple of things that I'm going to be touching on in this video will also be up here in this video. But the number one thing, just to start this off, is communication is key. You need to be transparent with your followers. Let them know that you're going to go on vacation. Make sure that they understand that, listen, I may not reply to any comments or anything like that, and that's okay. Transparency is key. This is how you build a trust with your following. Plan your break period. It could be a few days or weeks or even longer, depending on your needs and circumstances. Schedule content in advance. Prepare and schedule your content so that it's able to be published in advance. Now, prepare and schedule your contents for it to be published during your break. This ensures that your audience still receives regular updates and maintain engagement. Set boundaries. Now, I had a really hard time with this. Now, one thing that I always like doing is I wake up, I take my kids to school, and then I literally come home, pull myself together for the day in case I want to like make content, and I jump right into work again. And I start working at 8 a.m. and I don't stop till about 11 p.m. I did not set clear boundaries as to what I was to do. I do know that I was not going to stream. I already had one video recorded during this time, which is, I want to say it was the Bing Bong in Depth. Yeah, I had that already recorded, and the only thing I had to do was just edit, which was perfectly fine because I had nothing else going on. I didn't set clear boundaries for myself during my break. I was still checking my social media. I was not posting, but I was still checking it. But that's one thing I had a really hard time doing, is like stepping away from all of my content creating tasks. So definitely make sure you set yourself some boundaries and that you follow through. Engage in self-care activities. I strongly believe that you need to make sure that you engage in your self-care activities during this time. I went and got my hair done. It's been a year since I even got my hair cut. I was like, I really need to, just do something for me during this time. I started to also go on like walks and stuff, and that's helped me mentally, like just clear my head and kind of make me a little bit more tired, not as overwhelmed feeling. That helped tremendously. And we started a bunch of different things. Like we started like new meals that we can do, and these things are really helpful when it comes to make sure that you're more centered and more focused on your personal stuff over everything else. Make sure that you reflect and reset. Definitely look back on where you came from, because a lot of people forget. 2-3 years ago, I came back from a year-long hiatus from streaming, and it was one of those things, like I had a lot of stuff going on internally for me. Like before I left, I had less than 1,000 followers on Twitch, and I think I had less than 200 on Instagram, and TikTok wasn't even a thing really back then. And it was just a lot of things going on that I knew that where I started from when I came back, I had a lot of work to do. I busted my tail from the time I came back all the way up until now. So I knew that I needed to like really look back on my journey about how far I've came. I need to be proud of the journey that I've been on. Wanted to create a beautiful community, and I have. And they're very accepting and they're very understanding. Just reflect a little bit about where you've been. Also, whenever you go on break, when you're about to go on break, I always do it like within like 24 hours before I go on break, is I change all of my banners across everything that includes YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Change your banner. Change your banner. Post a picture. Make sure that you let people know that you're going on vacation. I'm going to show you mine right here, the one that I posted everywhere. And that way they know to follow your Discord or your other socials so that they can keep an update on what's going on. That way they know when you're coming back. Now, a lot of people may think that when you're coming back from break, you just come back. And there's a lot of things that you need to put into place whenever you come back. Before you even come back, you definitely need to make sure that you hype up the entire situation. You never want to just come back, okay guys, I'm back. No. Make it fun. Make it be like as if you really want to come back. You're really excited to come back. There's so many things that I see that people do. All right, I'm going to go on a 2-week hiatus. You hear nothing about them coming back. And then all of a sudden they get a random message in Discord. Hey guys, I'll be live again tomorrow night at 7. Whatever. But let's just take a minute and sit down and like really talk about this. All right. So you've taken your break. What do you do before you come back? Make sure to announce your return when you come back. Of course, whenever you do the banner thing, it does tell you when you come back, but I was gone for 2 weeks. People are not going to remember that over that 2-week period of when you're going to come back. Granted, they could always check back on your socials as to when you are coming back or going. However, mine said I'm going to be back on the 19th, but I wasn't going to stream on the 19th. I was actually going to start streaming that Friday. But with that being said, you can start creating your content back during that time. I always try to do it a few days before I even come back and be like, hey guys, just want to let you know this is what's going on. Make sure that during your time you are sharing the highlights of your break. If you go outside and just take in the fresh air, make sure you get like a selfie that shows you that you're just hanging out, everything is good. If you decide to go for a walk, take a picture of your dogs on the leash walking down the road. If you go out to eat at a restaurant you don't normally go to, take a picture of it, post it. I know that you're not supposed to be working during this time, but you're not really working, but you're still giving an inside look as to what's going on with you, and that's what people care about. Also, make sure that you touch base on the lessons that you've learned during this time of you just being center with your mind, so to speak, and make sure you reflect on the personal growth moments. And if you want to, you're always more than welcome to repost things that you've posted in the past. Like if you're really excited about a raid that happened, repost that during that time. Be like, man, this was such a great memory and I'm taking this moment in as we speak. When you do come back, gradually start posting. Don't just come straight in and expect, okay, well, I've got to post a story on Instagram. I've got to post a reel, and I've also got to post an actual post on Instagram all in the same day. You don't have to do that. Something that I did is I recorded on one day. I took a bunch of new selfie updates because, like I said, I got my hair done, and then it was one of those things like I wanted to make sure I switched out all of my stuff. I had a brain dump day, so I took the time one day to just kind of go through my calendar and just put out all of the ideas that I had during that time of moment. That helped me out a lot because now I have content scheduled out all through April. So taking that moment to kind of like really like do a brain dump for yourself and just making sure that you have what you've been thinking about posted and ready to go. But don't feel the need to post everywhere as soon as you come back. One tweet. Hey guys, just want to let you know, I'll be back this Friday. I hope to see you there. One Instagram thing. You can do, I did a story. Hey guys, I can't wait to come back. And I posted a selfie with it. On TikTok, I didn't post a TikTok, I want to say, until the Thursday before my first stream. So the day before my first stream. So I slowly eased back into everything, and now I'm back full force and back on my schedule, and it's been a week since I came back. So definitely ease back into it. Don't do it too fast. So during your break, you're not supposed to look at any of your comments that you've gotten or what have you. Now is the time to like sit down one day and just make sure that you reply to everybody and you get back with everybody and you react to things. Engage with their content as well to foster a sense of community and connection. Implement feedback and ideas. Now, a lot of people, they don't understand that during this time, people will be like, oh my God, I got a good idea for you. Don't just dismiss it. Take it in, try to make it where it's your own, and see if you can incorporate it with your stuff. Because a lot of people, they come to you for information. Also, don't forget to make sure that you talk about the things that you are deciding to change or new ideas that you are going to be implementing. Make sure that you are maintaining a work-life balance. So make sure that whenever you are doing your scheduled stuff, that you're taking regular breaks. This is going to help you maintain your mental state during the next duration until your next big vacation. Make sure to prioritize your self-care. Guys, when you come back from your break, you're going to be refreshed, re-energized, and ready to create more and better content for your audience. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.